Hello, hope you're all doing well. It is Curtis again with another episode of our videos. Yes, so we are bringing more other things. We are bringing more things that I want to show you. So I don't know whether you're seeing this fruit, but we shall talk about it next time. My Toro people call it ekdodoima. Ekdodoima. Have words there. So difficult to pronounce. So that is ekdodoima. So we are going to look at different types of sauce that we have in Uganda. So that we've come with mushrooms. We're having different types of mushrooms. We're having the small ones. We're having those big ones. And what I know is that these big ones are very common. And since that we are in a season of these mushrooms, so our side we are having the small ones. So we are going to be showing you how they are how they as I've told you in at home. Actually, this is a season of mushrooms. I don't know whether you're seeing them now. They are immature yet, but in just hours, you know, in Uganda we're having a proverb that says so that is what we mean. In just hours, if you're not mistaken, you will find them taken. That since they are home, yes, we shall manage to catch them, to catch what? To catch them up. Yes. So these are wild, by the way. These grow by themselves. When we talk about wild things, these are things that grow on their own. So these mushrooms that we are having home here are wild. If you've noticed something, these bigger mushrooms are mostly planted. Yes, so they are always planted, but these grow on their own. So we are going to wait for them in just hours. Trust me, in the morning they were of this size. In the morning they were of this size, but as time goes by, they will reach on the size that you will what. So stand by, we shall see. I'm going to bring you back when they are what, and then we uproot them. We prepare them for sunlight. Now these are the ones. I don't know whether we get time, but we shall see how we come up with so we shall see. So these ones are mostly placed in they are not cooked on their own, though we do sometimes. If you feel like doing it, these are mostly admired by pregnant ladies. They are so nutritious, so for them they can boil and have it just like that. So but they are mostly mixed with some other meals, and that is for us in Fort Portal we see shabwe. Yes, it is a combination of partly this, and then when we look at guineas, we even combine them with guineas to come up with the best sauce. Yes, we shall have to see them. So these are processed. We cannot keep them as when they are wet. So we uproot them. We put them under sunshine. Mark my words, sunshine. To dry them, to preserve them for other days. We can preserve them, and so that we can have a little by time until we come to the other season. So for this, we have them, we keep them until we find the other season. Stand by, we shall see how the process of their growth. You cannot automatically see them growing, but we shall find them at the mature stage in less hours from now. So stay tuned. Now let's dig into these mushrooms, like we said. When you look at mushrooms, they have a variety. Like they have very many uses with them. Now, when we look at mushrooms, so let us look at medicine wise. You know, this is more than food, though most of us know it as food. It is actually we know it as sauce, but still food wise, you know, when they are making burger, that is inclusive. So it is so much let me take it as a supplement in doing food, our food. What our food, some of us eat it as just as it is. Now let us look at medicine. This is so much used in medicine, but actually it has very many components of medicine. But for now, I'll talk about one component. Let us look, now we shall dig into biology, though this is for some doctors or medical personnel that might be knowing this. Let us look at penicillin. Penicillin is a component in actually a medicinal component that is used in that doctors know that very well. And that was actually, when you look at penicillin, that is that was derived now. When you look at deriving, because this is a composition of variety, very history. So right now we are digging into history. So when you look at penicillin, that was derived from a fungi. I don't know whether you understand. So fungi, and that was penicillium fungi that it was derived from, and then that was in 1928. By that was when that component was derived from what? Penicillium fungi. But then still that was the guy. Who was the guy? It was discovered by Alexander Fleming. That guy, Bambi. I think he has derived a number of. So in 1928, he derived that penicillin marque from Penicillium fungi in 1928. So it is used in medicine. Actually, when we look at industrial uses, it is used in pharmaceuticals, you know, in coming up with different medicines. And then still, when we look at industrial uses, it is used marque. It is rich in vitamin B and D. So it is used in actually, let me use supplements. It is used in as supplements when it comes to industrial uses. You know, as you're coming up with this, then you add in some of this. You understand? So I think it's a supplement, and in that it forms up a greater use in our environment. Now, unfortunately, these ones that I'm having, I remember when I was beginning, I was saying these are wild. They just grow by themselves. You cannot grow them. You cannot get seeds for these ones. Though when you want these big ones, you have the seeds that can help you in that. So when it comes to food, yes, we eat it as food. In restaurants, those that make burgers and all that paste. Guinness with these steel mushrooms, so they have a variety. So let us not, when you take long, now I think them at this stage. If I wait any longer without uprooting them, we shall find them wilted. They grow in a short period of time and die or decay in a short period of time. Let us look at decaying. When these decay, they actually, it is high. It helps in absorption of those hard metals. When you look at that soil, the soil has those metals that sometimes they fail in breaking down, and then they have the component that absorbs those metals from that soil, giving them a high range. Actually, these mushrooms give soil a high range. Is it a high range? High rate of nutrients to eat. You understand? So they have a variety of uses to our environment, I think. But actually, who is that person that but yes, if you want good soils, automatically you can sacrifice them, pour them in your garden. Yes, they fertilize your garden and prevent them from different sicknesses. And then I recommend them for our pregnant women. They are so nutritious. We said they are rich in what? In vitamin B and D. So they are really really nice. So we just get them and remove the soil, because who eats food with soil? So here we are. These are mushrooms. They are ready to be eaten, though you can try to preserve them, that is under putting them under sunshine. Yes, but for me, I just want to eat them as fresh as you see them. You understand? So thank you so much for viewing. Yes, please subscribe, hit that notification button for any incoming video that you are notified. And yeah, we love you so much. Stay tuned. Shalom.